Hey everybody, it is tea time with the diva. Grab your tea, grab your coffee, and let's get into it. Now, somebody asked me, like, Diva, why are you in this bubble? I'm trying different things. If y'all don't like it, let me know. I could not do it. I'm just trying. Let me see. I'm just trying to see how different, things work out. But in the meantime, we got to get into it. Now, I have Netflix, so I do watch a lot of Netflix movies because I have the platform. I pay for it every month. So I watched on Netflix. It ends with us. It ends with us. I thought it was pretty good. It ends with us. Deals with domestic violence. It shows it kind of in a different way because the two main characters, when they meet, first of all, they say that we attract stuff that is within us, our thoughts, right? And so, unfortunately, the main character, one was Blake Lively. She saw domestic violence in her house growing up and then ended up in a domestic violence situation as an adult when she got into a relationship. And her male character, who was a main character, Justin, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, Baldoni, but I'll just say Justin, so I won't butcher his last name. Um, his character in the movie, very handsome looking guy, and he was very just romantic. He was like this guy that you can easily like be attracted to and fall in love with. And they didn't show the domestic violence in a very like a way that you usually see it in these movies where someone is being yelled at and screamed at, people being just beat on and kicked downstairs and stuff like that. They showed it in a different way. And to me, it showed how easily it can happen with someone who appears to be one way, and he was a neurosurgeon, this guy appears to be one way, and then silently you see these little in between explosive things happening, and that contributes to the DV. So I thought it was a good movie. I really enjoyed the movie, but there was controversy when this movie came out in the movie theaters. There was controversy. With the characters on the set. And so now Blake Lively is suing Justin. He is the main character, but he was also the director, and she's suing him for sexual harassment on the set. And she's saying that, he asked about her age, he was showing inappropriate videos to her, and those two just was kind of going at it. He's fighting back against the lawsuit, saying she's only suing to try to recover her damaged reputation, which was already damaged before he even did a movie with her, because I guess in Hollywood, Blake Lively is known as a mean girl. So I hope I gave you enough background. So with that being said, let me share a screen and let's get into this story. If I'm pronouncing his name wrong, y'all help me out in the chat. Give me some phonetic spelling, like in the chat. But Justin Baldoni's cutting response to Blake Lively as she sues him for sexual harassment on the set of It Ends With Us. So now they're saying it ends with her because she is suing him for sexual harassment. So Justin Baldoni has issued a stinging response to Blake Lively after she filed a sexual harassment lawsuit against him. The director is being sued by Lively over allegations about his behavior on the set of their movie, It Ends With Us. The film's release was mired in controversy after fans noticed tensions between the two leads, which Lively appears to have partially explained in the lawsuit. Now, I will bring the video, which was first brought by TMC. You can see, like, it seems like something tense is going on between them in this video, but you don't hear words. And there were, wherever they were filming at, there was patrons like in a restaurant that kind of saw like these two just seemed to not be getting along. What is wildest to me is that you can really tell when people act good and they act well, because I would have never known that these two had tension on the set when I watched the movie. Maybe now if I watch it back with different eyes, knowing that they had tension, I would see something different. But watching the movie, I didn't know. Now this was back in May 2023 when they was filming. This was people and saw them outside seeming to like not be getting along.
Always struggle.
Unfortunately, but they do this to women all the time, whether you work Target, Walmart, corporate America, whatever. When we are kind of blunt and to the point with our reactions, we're known as a bitch. When men do it, it's just the course of business, and they're passionate about their business, and they mean well, and they get results. But there's a lot of interviews that resurface with her seeming to be like a mean girl to the people that were interviewing her. So let's take a look. So that's them two outside. This is on the set of the movie, and they seem to be having like issues. And people, because this is now with details, calls, that's everything. And people back in 2022, this came out, and a rumor started that they were not getting along on set. And then you always going to have a snitch, so to speak, on set that said, yeah, it's true, they were not getting along, and she threatened not to promote the movie, and she didn't like the direction that Justin, her co-star and director, wanted to go when promoting the movie. So that was that. So let me go back to share screen again with the other article. So, however, Baldoni has now hit back and claims that Lively is only filed the lawsuit to try and repair her reputation in the wake of negative press she received following the film's release. Justin's lawyer, Brian Friedman, branded the legal action false, outrageous, and intentionally salacious with an intent to publicly hurt. He insisted Lively is attempting to fix her negative reputation after the rumors emerged of diva-like behavior during filming. This including threatening to not show up to set, threatening to not promote the film, ultimately leading to its demise during release, according to Friedman. Many people was not happy with this movie. Because they said it was trying to make DV romanticize it, right? But unfortunately, the truth be told, a lot of people in this situation kind of indirectly romanticize the DV in their head. They tell themselves, oh, he'll never do it again because that's what he told them. But domestic violence goes two ways, but you get for conversation purposes, I'll say he. They say like, oh, it's never gonna happen again, and that person kind of holds on to their seconds of good moments versus their hours of bad time, so to speak. And sometimes it is just seconds, like it's pocketed incidents where they are in a DV like environment, and then they have their good moments. But then the more the person gets away with doing stuff to you, it's like that window of bad times kind of gets narrower, and you're just constantly living in the bad times. Hope y'all can understand my explanation there. So these are these two on set. Meanwhile, Lively has accused Justin of fostering a toxic workplace environment, which allegedly became so tense that she demanded crisis talks attended by her husband Ryan Reynolds, among other people. TMZ first reported. The lawsuit states that Justin made inappropriate inquiries about Lively's weight, comments about her dead father, and sexual remarks about the cast and crew, which she insisted must come to an end. Lively also requested no more adding of sex scenes. Oral sex are on camera, climaxing by Blake Lively, outside the scope of the script Blake Lively approved when signing on to the project per the filings. The demands were allegedly accepted by the studio, but the movie's release was still hampered by a dispute between its stars about how it should be marketed according to the lawsuit. Eagle-eyed fans soon spotted the frosty relationship between Justin and Lively on the red carpet, and reports began to emerge about the rift. Lively claims that Justin's team then engaged in a social manipulation campaign to tarnish her reputation. The lawsuit includes text messages from the director's publicist to the studio, which allegedly said Justin wants to feel like Blake Lively, can be buried, and we can't write, we will destroy her. Mm. It Ends With Us becomes one of the most talked about movies of the year following its release in August, but for all the wrong reasons. I guess that was her on the red carpet. She's beautiful. That was them in the movie. And they were a nice looking couple in the movie. This was a interview she did, a Q&A with the cast, but during this Q&A, she never kind of really talked much about the movie. It was just messy. I'm not even going to play it, y'all. It's not really worth our time. That's Justin and his wife. So insiders revealed the concerning truth about the on-set tensions, telling DailyMail.com that Blake and Justin clashed over his dismissive attitude to her input while they were filming scenes that involved abuse. The insider claimed that Justin focused on what he believed was an abusive male viewpoint and had a very chauvinistic approach to the topic. But as rumors of the feud persisted, social media reaction began to turn against Blake, who has been criticized for her responses in interviews promoting the movie. She was blasted as tone deaf and shallow after she hosted an interview with her It Ends With Us co-stars and failed to discuss the serious message behind the movie. She did. If you go back, I will link this article to the description of the video, and you watch that Q&A between her and her castmates. They didn't address the DV situation and the seriousness of it in that promotion. A difference in opinion on how the movie should be marketed only contributed to the problems between its leads, with Lively favoring an upbeat approach while Baldoni was reportedly more concerned with communicating the film's themes of domestic violence. Also, around the time of the movie's press run, some of Lively's old interviews resurfaced, which garnered backlash for her rude demeanor towards interviewers. Among them was an awkward encounter with one interviewer, during which a visibly pregnant Lively appeared to take offense at the interviewer referencing her baby bump. Another saw Lively accused of mean girl behavior during an interview with Cafe Society co-star Parker Posey during promotion for the movie. DailyMail.com contacted both Blake and Justin's representatives for a comment, but neither one of the camps have they have heard back from them yet. So again, I saw this movie on Netflix. I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was very well done. They kind of did flashbacks so you can understand her childhood and what she grew up in, and then they brought us to present day. It's a shame that these two fought on the set and are still fighting after. People need to learn how to be professional when it comes to work. And when you have this kind of discourse between two of the pretty much the stars of the show, it impacts everybody else's paycheck. And that's when people need to stop being selfish. I'm not saying that if she endured sexual harassment on the set, she shouldn't talk about it. She absolutely should. But what I am saying is that people need to understand what you do on these sets, you're impacting everybody's payday. Behave, be professional. If he was talking about his previous porn edition and showing all kinds of craziness, he should have been reprimanded and he should have been taken off his own movie as director. I'm sorry. And Blake might have played not a role in the essays, the sexual harassment, so don't get me wrong, but she probably played a role too in maybe having diva-like behavior. So all around, they both were wrong in some way, shape, or form. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this situation. Who you think is right, who you think is wrong. Do you think it's just a hot mess altogether? And did you watch this on Netflix? If you watched it, let me know your thoughts. I watched it. I thought it was a really good movie. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button. I'll see you on the next video.